And my question was, how old were you and what motivated you to start doing your research?
Wow. My mother told me that when I was 4 years old, she took me to the first Kwanzaa celebration that happened in my hometown. Dr. Maulana Karenga created Kwanzaa in 1966, but it was based on ancient African customs. So he created it in 1966. I was 4 years old in 1974 when they had the first celebration in my hometown of Toledo, Ohio. I don't remember that, but that was a seed planted. When I was 6 years old, for the first time in human history, the King Tut exhibit came to the United States. And it was taken to Chicago, Illinois, and several other cities. My father put us in the car and we drove 4 hours or so to Chicago. And even though I was only 6 years old, I remember being captivated by the notion of a boy being a king. How could a boy be a king? King Tut was a boy king. And I think he was only 8 or 9 years old when he became king. I was transfixed by that. And when we got to the city of Chicago, we saw these big, huge murals with the face of the golden mask of the king. And I couldn't wait to get to the museum to see the exhibit. But I was only, 6 years old. We got to the museum. There was a line all the way around the museum, people trying to get in. And by the time we waited in that line for over an hour and we got to the front, they closed the door and they said that the exhibit was sold out. And of course we were devastated. But we went to a hotel to try to find lodging, and the hotel was sold out. But they said that they would be able to get a room ready for us. So we waited in the lobby, and while we waited in the lobby, there was a man doing a presentation on the life of King Tut. I don't remember who that person was. I don't remember anything that he said, just that King Tut was a boy king. And that night, I had a dream that I was a boy king. Ashe? That was a transformational moment for me. And then lastly, as a boy of 8, 9, and 10 years old, I used to go in my older brother's room, and he would be playing this music. This music was amazing. And I would look at the album covers of the group that was making this music. And they had these beautiful, colorful pictures of pyramids and temples and different things like that. Who knows what group I'm talking about? Earth, Wind, and Fire. I didn't understand all the things that I just presented to you back then, but I'm listening to this music and it's getting inside my soul and affecting, it's captivating my cells and activating my melanin. I say? I mean, I know it doesn't look like it on the outside. Most of mine is on the inside. But that music transformed my life. Imagine 30 years later, I'm leading tours, having led over 1,000 people on those tours. And not only that, had the opportunity to meet and know Philip Bailey, who is one of the members of Earth, Wind, and Fire, and his family. What are the chances of that? So I tell people, that's what I was looking at and listening to when I was 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. And look at where I am now. What are our children looking at and listening to now? And where will they be 30 years from now? Hell, what you looking at and listening to now? Where are you gonna be 10 years, 20, 30 years now, based on what you're looking at and listening to? Ashe? So that's what inspired me, a few of the things that inspired me to be on this path. And lastly, I put so much into the work that I do as a speaker and a presenter because it was moments like this that transformed my life at Hampton University when I saw Dr. Naeem Akbar speak. Literally on the spot, I said, wow, I want to do that. I want to do that. But I knew I couldn't do that unless I studied